Breaking news, brand new beta coming to the beta headquarters in just a matter of days. What we're going to do in this video is tell you what this feature is, when you can start enrolling, and of course, how you can win a prize just for playing along. My name is Matt Lawson. I'm your online community manager, and today we're talking about the brand new dashboard functionality heading Genesys Cloud.
Thanks, Matt. Hi, everyone. This is Nikhil Ponam. I'm product manager. I'm in Laurie Nelson's team, who is responsible for driving the product roadmap as well as product ownership for the whole analytics aspects of Genesys Cloud. I'm particularly responsible for visualizations on the dashboards, as well as other capabilities, including alerting, etc. And today we are going to talk about the new experience that we are planning to roll out shortly that enables the users to create the dashboards more effectively and efficiently.
Cool, perfect. I can't wait to see the demo. And just to clarify, this feature that you're going to be showing is not going into general release just yet. What we're actually doing today is showing you what will be available as a beta starting in the coming days. Is that correct?
That's correct, Matt. So we are lining this up so that you are aware of what's going to come, and I'm going to share some of the dates in terms of how we are planning to roll this out. And then as you will see later in this video, we will discuss the process so you can actually start signing up for the beta.
Yep, and we hope you all join us. We will give you that list of events at the end of this episode, but for now, I can't wait to see this feature in work. So Nikhil, what do you think? Can you go ahead and start the tour?
Okay, so as you're seeing, since most of you are aware of where the dashboards can be accessed here within the Genesys Cloud Analytics, so you go to the performance menu up here, and when you go and click the workspace, you would, if there was nothing else, you would come down to this menu, and if you click this dashboards, you would come down to this dashboard summary page where you will see all the list of dashboards. So when you want to create a new dashboard, you would just go ahead and create a dashboard through this control over here. And that once you create the dashboard, you would just come down to an empty canvas here where you can actually start creating the widgets that you would want to configure within your dashboard to monitor the data that you want. So what we are going to be looking at today is this new experience of how you configure your dashboards. So to make it easy, I've already pre-configured some widgets, and then I'm going to just direct you directly into one of the widgets that I've configured and see how different the experience would be. As you can see, we are, let me just cancel out this process and I'll add a new widget here. So we are rolling out an intuitive workflow so you can actually take a step-by-step approach of creating your dashboard. So you start off with creating a quick title for the widget that you want to configure here. So let's name it as MyQ monitoring. And you can see multiple types of widget types. These are exactly identical to the types that you see in the dashboard today. And as you are noticing here, the user status is disabled because we have started out configuring the metric-based widget. Therefore, the right side of the dashboard is dedicated for the user status widget, and hence this is not applicable to that aspect. Therefore, you see just the 4 choices here. So let's quickly go through this process. I've selected metric, that is a default selection here. And I want to configure the metric-based monitoring for my queues here. So I'm going to select my queue, and I'll start typing in the name of the queue, and I will see this. If you have multiple queues with that name, you will see them and you will be able to multi-select them. And then once I select my queue, I can choose up to 5 metrics. And as you're seeing here in this new experience, this will enable for you to easily narrow down to the metrics that you want to configure as part of this widget here. These are categorized based on the count-based, percentage-based, and time-based. And depending on what you select, the others will be disabled because we enable you to only select one of these 3 categories of metrics here. So I'm going to go ahead and select a few metrics here. So, and then I have the same choices that we have today. I can configure 2 time periods to be monitored. And depending on the choices that I've selected here, some of these options are not applicable. Hence, those will be disabled. And if you want to monitor the percentage change, you would be able to do that too. And that's it. So you have configured your queue monitoring based on those three metrics for the queue that you have selected. And you can actually do many combinations similar to what we have today. You can select multiple queues, single metric, and you can split the data. So you can have a queue by queue view. You can duplicate this. So you can get a starting point of a pre-configured widget and then modify it as needed. And last but not least, you have the new experience to configure the warnings that you want to be surfaced on your dashboard. So the experience that you're going to have is you have color palette here that you can select the color for your warning to be, and you give your condition based on which that warning needs to be surfaced. So in this case, I have created a simple condition here where my handled calls, the count of handled calls, if it's above 1 for that particular queue, that's when it should change the color. And since my handled queues are 8 here, handled calls are 8 within this queue, that's the reason you're seeing this color here.
I love that feature. That's really cool. I guess my question is, if you aren't watching this dashboard, is there a way that you can be notified that the warning is going off?
Not right now. That's not the current functionality, but we do have the alerting capability, which we are also about to roll out to the general availability, where you can actually configure the alerting rules. And based on any of these metrics, if those thresholds are met, you will be able to receive an alerting notification, either via the toast or email or an SMS method.
Wow, that's really awesome. And the great thing about this is I know originally you said, you're limited to 5 options. And I was like, well, like, what if you want more than 5, right? That's always going to be a question that comes up. But the great thing about this is you can just keep creating dashboards if you need to, roll out more and more options. So that's really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. You have these options of going up to 7 by 7 size. So you can configure those many number of widgets here, and you can split the data according to your needs of the business here.
That's really awesome. Anything else you want to share as part of this demo?
Yeah, one last thing. I also wanted to show you the agent status widget, which is always this right side of the dashboard, because it's going to take that kind of a real estate to show all the agents and their statuses that you want to monitor in real time. So the experience is going to be similar, like the new experience that we had just seen. The difference is you are going to see this user status card pre-selected, because that's the only thing that we can configure in that space. And then you can select your users based on the queues that the users are assigned to, or directly the users themselves. So in this case, I will just select my name here. And then one cool trick here is, if you want to just monitor all the statuses that I have ever been in as part of this widget, an easy way to do that is you select all, and you get all the statuses that are available in the all that get pre-selected here. And then you show them as a table, and then you save it, and you will get all that data right over here.
Wow, that's really cool. I think I've actually seen this question in the community before. Is it possible to do custom statuses?
As part of monitoring here, no, because whatever we have configured in the system is what we are going to be making available. But the secondary statuses and the viewing them would be available in the appropriate performance views.
Nikhil, thanks so much for coming by. Anything you want to close with?
Thanks, Matt. And we are really excited to roll this out, and we're looking forward to hearing your feedback so we can make this even better.
What I wanted to do real quick before we sign off is give everybody an order of events, just so we're crystal clear on exactly when everything is happening. The first big thing that's happening is going to be a few days from now, March 1st. That's going to be when this beta is available for enrollment in the beta headquarters community. So on March 1st, head over to the beta headquarters community, look for the dashboards panel, and go ahead and sign up. Here's the first chance for you to win a prize from the prize wall. Anybody who registers the first week that the beta is available will be entered in the chance to win a prize. Easy enough. A week after that enrollment starts, we're now looking at March 8th. That's going to be when Nikhil and team get hard at work turning this feature on for all of the beta testers. So a little bit of a wait between when you register to when you actually get to start playing with the feature, but I promise it will be worth it. 2 weeks after the feature is turned on, hey, we're going to have an Ask Me Anything event in the community, or an AMA. How that works is Nikhil and Macy will be in the Genesys Cloud community answering your questions. The questions don't have to be about the new dashboard. They definitely can be, but these are the PMs most familiar with the analytics that exist within Genesys. So whether you test this feature as in the beta or not, please stop by and ask some questions, because you guessed it, this will be your second chance to win a prize. Anyone who asks a question during the AMA will be entered in for a chance to win a prize from the prize wall. All right, that concludes this inaugural breaking news segment. Again, my name is Matt Lawson. I'm your online community manager. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope to see you in the community, and enjoy that beta test, everybody. Bye.